Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Canelo exposed by Bivol proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of Bivol exposed, or no. Let me correct myself. Canelo exposed by Bivol subscribers. Make sure to get that right, because that's very important that we have that right, that Canelo got exposed by Bivol on May 7th and not the other way around. But listen, man, let's talk about some more about Jermell Charlo, because right now he's the undisputed champion at 154, and he's the man to beat at 154. If you want to strap, if you want to get the most credit and respect in this boxing world and have your status elevate, tenfold, quadruple-fold, you got to beat Jermell Charlo. Mister, keep running your mouth. The first undisputed champion in the four-belt era. You have to defeat him. And right now, the two top contenders at 154 come in the form of guys like Tim Tyszu, who's been the WBO mandatory challenger for quite some time now, and also the towering inferno himself, Sebastian Fundora, who was just involved in a Fight of the Year candidate with Eric Lubin and put a beat down on him, in which he may never be the same and never might not box too much longer. Okay, so with that being said, what's next for Charlo? I kind of wanted to explore the matchups, but the potential matchups, and just give you guys what I think about them, and just throw that out there and see what you guys on YouTube out there think about it. But let's start with Charlo versus Tim Tyszu. So look, I like Tim Tyszu, and I've been following him for quite some time. I saw him when he fought. I've been live for his fights with Dennis Hogan and most recently Goucher and a couple other ones. But Tim Tyszu, he's very much like his father. Comes forward, seek and destroy fighter. A guy that I think if he were to fight Jermell Charlo, he'd make for a great fight with him. It would definitely not lack action or excitement. That fight's only ending one way, and it's ending in a knockout no matter who wins. But I think for me personally, Tim Tyszu, I think he needs to take a little bit more time. I mean, I respect him, truthfully, daring to be great. As many people have been saying recently, daring to be great. I appreciate him wanting to be great, and I respect the hell out of it, but he may want to take another fight or two and just really tighten up on some things before he fights Charlo, because if you look at the way he fights, he's got the very open high guard, comes forward, sometimes gets into a habit of where he's throwing a lot of arm punches, which is why I think he had a hard time getting Terrell Goucher out there, even though Terrell Goucher is tough and he's durable, and I don't think he's ever been stopped. I just think that Tim Tyszu needs to tweak a couple of things before he fights Charlo, because if not, he's risking getting hurt badly before he really even should be getting hurt badly. So look, you're the mandatory challenger for the WBO. It's not gonna hurt to take another voluntary fight, work on some things, and then go into the Charlo fight better prepared with another fight under the lights here in the USA, which I think would be great for him. Because really, he fought in Minnesota against Goucher, and no disrespect to the great state of Minnesota, but that's not, I don't really consider that big time American boxing. I feel like he's got to fight on an LA card, or a Texas, somewhere like that, somewhere big on the West Coast, because the odds are when he fights Charlo, he'll be fighting somewhere massive on the West Coast. So get him a fight there, work on some things, get him accustomed to big time American boxing, and then go into a fight. Truthfully, I think that would be the best thing for him, because when he fought Takashi Inoue, and even in this fight with Goucher, towards the back half of the fight, he started pushing his punches, and fatigue started setting in a little bit. So I just want to see him, work on some things, get a little bit better, and then maybe first quarter of next year, spring of next year, something like that. If he wins and Charlo's still there, then you can go fight him. That's what I think would be the most advantageous situation for Tim Tyszu. But listen, if he thinks he's ready and he can rise to the occasion on the night, then by all means make the fight happen. But then you also got the towering inferno, Sebastian Fundora, who I think is a lot more. He's more ready than Tim Tyszu is of the two. Fundora's been fighting top contenders. He fought Gallimore, Lubin, a lot of guys, a lot of top guys in the division. And his style, with him being a 6'6", 6'7", weight bully type of fighter, he's going to be right. It'll make for a very intriguing fight, because we know Jermell Charlo loves to fight. We know he loves to knock people out. We know he loves to inflict damage on his opponents. But it's a bit of a different task with Fundora, because he's so damn tall. So you're not going to just jab him to the head, because you need a step ladder to do so. So that'd be a fight where I think Charlo will have to go to the body a lot more and bang the body so the head will fall type of thing. You know, hit the body and the head will fall. Chop the tree down, so to speak. Because like even though Fundora is tall, he's not a guy that boxes tall. He'll give up his size. You know, we saw Lubin land some big power shots and drop him and have him out on his feet. So you know, it's very possible Jermell Charlo could be the first guy to beat Fundora. And I would love to see that fight a little bit more than the Tim Tyszu fight right now, just because I really have a hard time seeing how it will play out, just because of the size. I don't know how Jermell Charlo would approach things. Would Fundora, you know, be willing to fight the way he's always fought? I mean, it don't seem like he know any other way but to fight, barreling on top of his opponents, using that size, using those arms, and really just imposing himself on you. So I just think that right there, that Charlo versus Fundora fight, for me, would have fight of the year written all over it. And I think it's a more competitive fight right now than the Tim Tyszu fight. That's just my opinion, but you guys can have yours. And yeah, that's what it is. Tim Tyszu, Sebastian Fundora, they were at the fights last night. They're nipping at the heels of Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. They want what he's got. They want to be the man. They want that status as undisputed champion. And I'm just giving my thoughts on, you know, who I think is more ready, where they're both at in their careers right now, and all that good stuff. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. Who do you think is like more ready of the two? Who do you think is the tougher matchup for Jermell Charlo? Let me know all that in the comments down below. You know, keep supporting the channel. We're growing, and I'm happy about that. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Genius. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.